plank this way, switch, right? Inside. Now bringing something across and being able to hold it here, right?
Throw Hammerfist here. And every time he does it, I reset. That way he gets as many repetitions of that same motion as he can. My response to him knocking it off is to reframe as quickly as I can. So most of the time people kind of just do katas, drill it with a partner, and then put sparring gear on and start hopping around.
Right.
And do point sparring for some reason. There's this huge disconnect between the two, right? And I don't know where that came from. Maybe it just came from the sports scene, like big drive for competition. But the katas are here for a reason. Katas can be used in combat. It's just how much are you willing to drill to make it work?
Yeah, you can't make it work just by doing it once or doing it in the air. Nothing works that way, you know, nothing. So going in and saying like, well, I did it 50 times, and why doesn't it come out? Well, did you do it against any resistance?
Right.
Did you do it against an opponent? Did you visualize it, how that would work against somebody? In that visualization, did it ever change?
Right.
Because it should, right? Like if you actively visualize something, like I can think about 100 times that I would kick somebody in the stomach, and every time the response would be different, right? It would be like, well, if I front kick somebody in the gut, what happens? It succeeds and they bend over, and then I can hit him in the head. Or it fails because I didn't do it hard enough, or they're too strong and they stuff my kick. So what do I do? What's the next response, right? Like if all you ever have is like, well, I did the round block and it worked. It's like, okay, well, I guess you know everything, or like, you know, it just doesn't. You have to go beyond that kind of thought process, right?
And another drill to help manifest that, we showed it before, but not in this video, is that, yeah, one person be like a compliant partner and the other person repping out kata movements on that person, right? So, and that compliant partner doesn't mean he's just like a limp fish, right? It's, you can have compliance up to 90%, 100% resistance, and the compliance is he's not striking you back, right? So it's not an actual fight, but you're actually gonna have to work to make the techniques work. And that's something too. As you work harder to make the techniques come out, those techniques are gonna change and look different than the kata themselves. Because it's very hard to keep your posture straight like you do in a kata when there's somebody pushing against you, you know, you're pulling your head down. But that doesn't mean that that movement isn't the same movement from the kata. It's just, it has to evolve to fit the situation.